Right, Khushbu, Jai Hind. You have asked me to analyze the geo-strategic, implications of what happened, after the referendum and after the, partial mobilization, has been ordered and has been done, and also the nuclear threshold, the nuclear, aspect is also getting into it, and where is this conflict hitting? We have been talking about the frozen conflict. Is the Russian-Ukraine war is a frozen conflict? Is the Putin is pushing through the set goals, which he has done it, and willy-nilly is the world is going to accept this reality, and then probably alignment, realignment, and balancing of the effort over there, especially in transatlantic area, and which subsequently is going to bring some sort of peace and harmony, or the things will carry on the way it is going on. Right. Let's understand what happened after the referendum, and today is the 2nd of October, and we are talking just after one day, and I think on Monday or Tuesday, the Russian parliament, what has been decree signed by Putin in the Red Square, is going to put their stamp, and by Russian point of view, it is absolutely this area which has annexed has been so-called annexed, and as per Russians narrative, it has been liberated, is going to be the part of Russian Federation. Okay, let's see on the map. Again, to recapitulate the whole thing, we have got Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporozhye, Kherson, and of course the Crimea, which was the part of it. The 4 referendum, and 23rd to 27th, 2022, and earlier also on the same line, the referendum which we are talking about, in 2008 in Georgia, which is further toward the south, when they have gone, and 2 areas, one is South Ostania and Abankhazia of, when we talk about the Georgia, more or less something, that was the beginning. This was the beginning that time, and that's why 2008, if you remember, the world was on churning. 26/11 happened, that there was a game that time. Olympic was happening in China, and in 22 we have seen more or less a situation, and 2014 the Crimea was annexed. Crimea, it's a similar way. Now, what is this? Willy-nilly, now it is 15% when you say these 4 regions, which has been, referendum has been done, and Putin says it is up 99% of that area, the people, which the West says it is SAM referendum. It was door-to-door referendum where the Russian people have gone, and they have collected the the voting has been done from door to door, and then they have counting and then announced. And what the Putin has been saying from the from Red Square, that it is 99% of the people of this area wants to be the part of Russia. Now, if you take the Crimea, it works out to be 20%. In these areas, especially when the Luhansk, Donetsk, coal in Luhansk, Donetsk is iron ore and iron industry, huge. And Zaporozhye is the nuclear, in Europe, is the biggest nuclear plant. And as per the Kherson is concerned, the shipbuilding, including when we got the Gorbachev, we was done, INS Virat, which was actually came from that, the shipbuilding area, and, which was war, ships also they make it in the area of Kherson. Kherson also has got linkages with Crimea, and this is the, the water, drinkable water is, linked through a canal system to Crimea. Very, very important. And now they have got the hot, water port which is available to them, including the Black Sea, Sea-Vajov, and the Black Sea is both with the Sevastopol there, they have got there. Now, partial mobilization, when he says, now when it is a part of Russia, when he says it is the past of Russia, so the defense of this, they can use any things of the military might against this. Russia has not mobilized. Up till now, they have been doing it with a very partial number, not giving the war effort towards it. With the partial mobilization, which he says about only 3 lakh out of the 24 lakh reservists, they are now going to do it. In my mind, in my analysis, Khushbu, you will see that probably the Russia will deploy not only the nuclear thing, which is already there in the Black Sea area, in the Crimea and in the Sevastopol area, tactical nuclear weapon in this area. They will have, the heavy weapon system coming, and they will willy-nilly, fight for every inch of ground. Whatever, the counterattack is coming, they will retaliate, and they have got more options because the whole, as far as Ukraine is concerned, they are going to hit it. At the same time, see the timing. It is the beginning of the, winter, the severe winter. When I say winter is set in, the severe winter now is going to. And Putin has started also energy war, or it is, is coming, the whole attention will come, and this is the phase 2. Why it is frozen? Like what happened in Georgia in 2008, what happened in Crimea in 2014, it is exactly it is getting only prolonged, because the West is not ready to accept this. But, Russians have got that ability to to sustain the casualty, the damages, the resolve, and the world has seen, when it's come out to be more than 6 million, and overall about 60 million people of Russia, they have able to withstand the onslaught of Germany under all odds, winters after winters. And then, when the Battle of Berlin was going on and the Russians reaching over there, so that resolve they have got, which was somehow, some were compromised, when the Russia, at that time USSR invaded Afghanistan, and they have got the opportunity by Mikhail Gorbachev, that phenomena of glasnost perestroika, they are going, and the Western thinking coming. So they were, look like that the West has overall able to break the USSR and, only Russian Federation, and they want that, same way before the China and Russia joins hand, or the, China rises, so, the West is ready to accept the, bipolarity, but they are never accept a multipolar world, and that's why it is getting annexed that way. But Putin is looking forward, after the referendum, more or less, as far as he is concerned, with the partial mobilization, of course, it will carry on a frozen conflict in that area, and they will be able to take on, and he will unleash, enlarge this. If the West doesn't stop, he may go to Kharkiv, he may go to Odessa, he will further do it, consolidation in the area of Baltic Sea and Sea of Azov. Now, what is very important, the winter has set in, and I'm talking about the winter, severe winter has set in Europe. We are already talking about, today is the 3rd of October. And we are talking about where the Putin was waiting, since beginning, when he unleashed in the month of February. There was a narrative that Putin wanted to wind up this, the conflict very fast. Absolutely, I think it has got no basis. There is not solid thinking behind that, when this type of narrative is thrown. And everyone is talking about that, Putin has lost the battle because he wanted to wind up this thing, and that's why he lost it. I don't know what type of a narrative is this. Someone has, just because of the time frame, West can fight a battle in Iraq for a longer period. They can fight in Afghanistan for a very long period. But Putin can't fight his battle. He's defeated because he has not able to wind up the whole thing. This is the wrong narrative. The second phase. He's enlarging it, and this time it has got a strategic importance. Earlier also it was there when Baltic Sea and when he stopped and choked Ukraine. Now what is we will quickly go through the whole thing. This map shows the Nord Stream 1 and 2. The blue one is Nord Stream 1 and the green one is Nord Stream 2. Very quickly, in Nord Stream, this whole thing was perceived somewhere in 1998, and it has taken, till 2011 and 2022 to Nord Stream 1 to get commissioned. Get commissioned. The countries which was very important is the eastern and the western European countries are much more and namely along with the Finland, Estonia, when we say Latvia also in this area, Lithuania, of course this is the Russians area, Poland because it is all, then Germany because it's terminating in Germany, and then Denmark because in the EEZ of Denmark. Norway also comes in because it is basically North Sea area, and this is your Baltic Sea and this area of Gulf of Finland. So these are involved, Sweden and of course Finland in a very big way. Now this, as for Nord Stream 1 is concerned, it got commissioned 2011-12. It has got, stream has got two pipes. The two pipes through which the natural gas is being pumped in from Russia, and it starts from Vyborg, which is next to Finland. This is the St. Petersburg, and it comes right to the grassy wall of Germany. It terminates over here. Total distance 1,222 kilometers and two pipelines, as I said. Now when this was started pumping, probably what Putin is through Germany, it will go towards North Sea, this area, Denmark, Norway and everyone, and then also towards further from Germany. 22% of the requirement of natural gas through Nord Stream 1, and major Germany's major oil requirement, natural gas requirement through that. Now as for the Nord Stream 2 is concerned, it has not been commissioned. It is got ready by 2022, and it is the same length. Again, it has got two pipes which through a number of pumping stations and things like that. Now, very interesting, because we were talking about that it goes through because the Gulf of Finland, so it has also the EEZ of Finland, exclusive zone. Estonia's, exclusive zone is also Latvia to a great extent. Major, it has got with the Sweden. The Sweden has got these islands, and very close to island these are going. So EEZ, exclusive economic zone, so it is passing through that. And then also the area of Denmark, when they Poland. So these countries, and mind you, both Nord Stream 1 and 2, United States of America and many of the Western European countries, they were not in the favor. They thought if it's because is the Putin's baby, it gets into it, the involvement of Russians' involvement into Europe will be enhanced. So they are opposing it there. So it is very clear, if Russia, Putin wants to push it through, and along with the Chancellor Merkel of that time, it was pushed with the Germany, is the grandchild, or you say is their baby. But now with Charles Olaf, he also willy-nilly seems to be that he is not fully committed to this. that's why the Nord Stream 2, which is supposed to be commissioned in 2022, has not been done. Now, how Putin has used this? In January 22, for he stopped half of the supply through this. And what was the background? Background was the turbine which has gone to Canada for the repair of maintenance. And he said that because of sanctions, he is not getting it back. And when when the Canada pushed it through and they came somehow willy-nilly, he said that the turbine was there, so he cut the supply to half. In July for 10 days, 11 July to 21st July, in the garb of it is carrying on the maintenance, Russians stopped the supply for 10 days and try to see the reactions. There were a lot of reactions, especially from Germany. A lot of reactions were there. Then on 31st of August, on 31st August, the Putin said, Russia said that they are stopping for 3 days. The complete there is no supply on this and of gas through this, and they have not started. The whole of August has passed. The whole September has passed. 31st August started. Whole September there is no supply. Then what happened? On 27th of September, the narrative of sabotage. The West, Europe, everyone is saying it is the Russia. The Putin is saying it is a global terrorism. There has been 4 leaks. There are 4 leaks. There is one leak on your Nord Stream 1, and the second is on the Nord Stream 2, which is not supplying. That there is a leak here, because in spite of the fact that it's totally stopped, but the gas is there in the pipeline. And this was because of inspection, even the gas was there in Nord Stream 2. And it falls into the EEZ, exclusive zone of Sweden. This particular where the 2 leaks have been reported. And also there are 2 leaks in the area of both into your Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 in the EEZ of Denmark. So very interesting. The Gazprom, which is the Russians company, they have got 51% of this complete share with them. So they had a major stakeholder, Gazprom, which is a state-owned gas company. They are holding it. Other than that, there are a number of companies. As on today, number of companies have gone. They have given their share to others. And as on today, as per the EU, European Unions, about 4-5 companies are there, including Finland. But Finland is now also, given away. So the dynamic is there. Putin is certainly, because this is the reality. So if they say the sabotage has been done, might be. But Russia is saying these people in the area of this Baltic Sea, there are a number of navy of European Union were carrying out the exercise in this area, and they have done it. The West says it has been unmanned vehicle, UAV, underwater UAV, that has been used to carry out this damage. So it stands over there, both blaming each other. But the reality is that it has been unleashed. America doesn't want to have, because America has very, very interesting, again, which has to be read in a correct perspective, wants to have the headquarter basically of the NATO headquarter, led by American general, located in Germany. And it has just been announced day for yesterday. Why this at this stage? everyone knows America doesn't want that Germany should be dependent on Russia as far as energy is concerned, and they feel that only thing which can do the American gas and American oil if they come, and the Europe gets dependent. So as on today, it stands over there. I'll quickly sum up the whole thing. Referendum, partial mobilization by Russia. Putin is absolutely determined, given a threat, indirect threat. He, along with his team of people, have been saying that they can to defend, because the part of Ukraine is the part of now those part for both LPR, DPR, your Kherson, and also Zaporozhye is the part of USSR. They can go to any length to defend that, including the nuclear option. There has been report that probably tactical nuclear weapon may be deployed in this area, maybe one or two, but it is symbolic at the same time, a great provocation, or you can say a deterrence, that they can go. And Putin, by partial mobilization, he has not unleashed his complete comprehensive military power and hardware. He can go to any length. Anyone who is there, the Zelensky has been in the right corner. They might get weapon. It will only carry out destructions the way it has been done in LPR, DPR, and Luhansk and Donetsk from 2014 to 2022. They have been fighting on. 70,000 life was lost, and it will carry on. So that's why it is a frozen conflict as far as my analysis is concerned. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, General Sinha, for your in-depth analysis. Viewers, if you've enjoyed this video and wish to see more such videos, click on the subscribe button given below.